Hey everyone, welcome back to Beekeeping with Natalie, or welcome to if you are new. Today is September 9th, part 15. We don't know how many more of these we're actually going to do. We could go through like most of the rest of the year and then follow it back up next year, but that just seems like a lot. So we're probably going to end up cutting it off at some point here because, well, we're actually about done with just most beekeeping work that it's in the hive. So we'll probably cut it off here in the next couple of episodes, I don't really know, or parts, videos, whatever. And then we might start it back up next year as just somebody's about to fall over there. Just to start it back up to see how we did coming out of winter. We're gonna check today, I was gonna count, but we're actually gonna check today to see how many of them actually came back mated. So that's what the plan is for today. And then afterwards we'll count, see how many we actually have. There's a couple of things that I know this one's stupid mean and I'm not even gonna mess with it.
Well,
and
they shouldn't be now because they got requeened.
No, so this is what happened is, I think it might have been the last one, we were just checking, looking, and then all of a sudden I noticed there were 2 dead queens at the front. And they were, most of the time our queens are really light. Especially when they're virgins, they're usually really light and they look kind of like blondies. Those were what those ones looked like. And then this one here, they actually made their own queen. So she was super dark and they had cells and then one of them had emerged. So what we're thinking is they actually kicked out the one we gave them. And then I don't know if something else happened. There was another thing we were thinking for why there were 2 out there. I don't remember. But if they did make their own queen, then they just made their own queen from the last eggs, which means they're going to be just as mean, most likely. So they're still pretty mean. I think my dad checked them the other day, and he said he could barely get in them without getting lit up. So, and then this one was, we put a divider down the middle, and then I think we put 2 queens in on each side. So there was 2.
One on each side.
Yeah, 1 on each side. So there were 2 in here, and then I think only one of them ended up coming back. If that is right, then we'll just pull the divider out and they'll just be back to 1 hive. I think that's all for like this part. Everybody else has a queen, they're doing good. We've got 3 doubles, 3 singles. Well,
there's
I don't
a double
even know.
right there.
I don't even know, but whatever. Okay, so then these are all of the double nukes that we put, cells and virgins. There was a mixture. They look good. What we were gonna do is wait till they came.
What makes you say that?
Huh?
What makes you say they look good?
Just the fact that they're all up top here. That means there's a good amount of bees in there. Oh, there's a lot of beetles. These ones are a little bit closer in the shade, but not much. Okay. I don't know what got what, but I know that we pulled out the cells and to see if they came out. Oh, that one's not very happy with me. We pulled out some of the cells to make sure that she did emerge out of there. And I know these were some of the ones we did look. It's so late in the year to be waiting for queens to come back. So once we figure out who has a queen and who doesn't, it's just going to be combining after that because we don't have time to do queens. And I don't think we could do. I'm sure we could get them to make cells, but the actual mating part I don't think would be very possible right now. Also, the goldenrod, that was a loud plane. The goldenrod is in like full bloom. There's a ton of it, it's everywhere. We have like a crazy amount of it just on our property and the bees aren't even touching it. There's not a single bee. Like you could look at all the goldenrod all over the yard and not a single bee is on there. So this looks good. This is a good frame of food right there. But
if our goldenrod actually produced.
Yeah, if our goldenrod did produce something, we would have an amazing fall flow that we wouldn't even worry about feeding, none of that, but we don't. So we have to feed and watch the hives, make sure they have plenty of food because we really have no fall flow. And that's why I say every year that we don't count on our fall flow. Okay, here she is. She's actually really small. She's pretty though. She's got a really cool pattern on her. She's not very stripy. It's more she's darker towards the end and then gets really light. So she is
pretty.
Really pretty and she's laying and it looks good. So
Check.
Yes, that is a check. I would marker if I had a marker with me, but I don't, so
I probably do.
it's fine. I'm not worried about it. All right, and then I'm just gonna put this back and we're gonna check. These are those little feeders that we've been using. I don't know.
Looks like they need filled again.
They do need filled. We haven't fed in a minute over here, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna go ahead and overwinter them in these double nukes because they don't have time to, they could grow into a 10 frame right now, but they'll go through winter a whole lot better next to each other like this because they're actually sharing heat a little bit in between those boards and just the one divider board there.
Are we gonna give them a second box before winter?
We might, but honestly, I think they'll do better like this just because like this one, they might have a little bit left to draw out on this one, but they do better whenever they've got everything's kind of tight and compact because if they have plenty of space and they get too much space, like if you have a 10 frame that they're not touching maybe 5 of them, then they have all of this extra space that they have to try and keep warm, but they don't have enough bees to keep it warm. It's just sometimes easier for them to be a little bit more compact like this, so we might keep them like that. Let's see if I can pull these out. They're a little bit of a pain to get out, but it's not bad, so it's worth trying to pull them in and out instead of having this extra space here that you can't put a frame in. A lot of the time, whenever they have a lot of bees on the top there and they look strong and healthy just from looking at it, most of the time it does mean that they have a mated queen just because they're doing good, but I'm not saying that's like a 100% true and whatever, and it'll probably prove me wrong in about 2 seconds. They're bringing in a little bit of pollen here, actually. Oh, she's dark. She's really pretty, though. Those new queens always look so nice. She looks good. She's laying.
Whoops. Sorry, guys.
Put her right back in because I don't want to mess with them. I guess I lied when I said that our queens are usually light. A lot of times they are. I don't know. They seem pretty good though. So they're not too mean or...
Yeah, they seem pretty chill.
Yeah, they are. For being in a pretty bad dearth right now. I really don't think there's anything out there at all right now because they're on anything that we have set out that we didn't even know there was a little bit of syrup or honey in it. They're on it. So, and they're also, they won't really leave you alone this time of year if there's a dearth because they're just trying to find something, keep them busy. Okay, so we'll come back and we'll mark these so that we know that they're both queen right, and then just check.
2 for 2.
Yeah, a couple more here. Now, this is fun when it goes right, checking for queens, but when you just get one after another that has no queen and it's laying worker, that sucks. Okay, so this one, I think I made a video on this one time. Whenever you feed, it's one way to check to see if they are a healthy colony or not, that by the way they take their feed. These girls did not take it very well. They're in there and they're drowning. A bunch of dead bees in there and they didn't take any of it really. So that could mean there's something going on. A lot of times it does because they should be able to take it perfectly fine, especially because all of the other ones have. And they had a ladder down in there. So we're gonna take it out. I'll dump it out, check to see what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if this one, I'm gonna dump that out somewhere else. So I'm gonna lay that right there.
Why are you gonna do it somewhere else?
Just so if there is syrup that one of these are interested in or something, we're not dumping it right in front of another hive. And I'm sure it'll smell, so we're not dumping it right next to the hive. They all have a really good frame of food though.
Oh, that's pretty.
On the outside there. Doesn't look like there's really many bees on this one, but we'll see if... Okay, this one got a virgin. It's got that cell.
Cage.
Sometimes I like to just check to see. Maybe she died down in there, so you can kind of look. They're just filling it up with food, so which is weird because they didn't take their feed. I'm gonna guess this one. Oh, there is a queen.
Really?
There she is. She's up on the side there. She's dark too. Well, this is all laid up.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna put her back, put everything back, and then dump out their feed, and then I'll probably...
We need to feed them.
We will feed them, but we're gonna give them, we'll mark this one to give them only half. We'll start with just a little bit, and then what we will do is equalize. This one is a little, not quite as strong. So we will equalize whenever we kind of confirm what everybody's looking like. If we have, like if that one side ended up being queenless and this one had a queen, we would have just put them into a 10 frame and called it good. But they do have a queen, so now we're going to try and boost them right before winter. So we'll have to pull some kind of brood from another colony. It'll probably end up being one of the doubles, or we might pull from one of these double nuke boxes just to bring one of these could pull from them in just a couple of weeks, because they're about to blow up a little bit and these girls aren't. So if we can equalize them, they're not going to have a crazy amount of bees that they have nowhere to put them, and these ones will give them a little bit of a boost. So we'll do that here in a couple of weeks. If I could get this out, that'd be great. The notch in the middle always seems to be helpful. I don't know if that's why it's there or not. We didn't make them. We just got them from a retired beekeeper. But I'm glad we did. We were just going to throw them out originally, and then I was like, actually, that would work really good for double nukes and pro nukes. You got to feed consistently because they go through it so fast, but...
Lots of food.
This comb is so dark. It's hard to see. I don't see anything on this. Again, we can just put them into a 10 frame if we have to. Okay, this one also got a virgin. I'm not seeing anything though.
Huh. That one looked more full when you took the lid
It
off, so I
did.
thought they would be okay. Proof you can't go based
The
on
next
that.
frame is what?
Proof you can't go based on that.
Yeah. That next frame is just food, so looks like that's just a one that didn't come back, which is all right because we have plenty that can combine. So that'll work out because they've got bees in here. So then we can just
move them to
combine
a 10
them.
frame.
What?
Move them to a 10 frame.
Yeah, we're gonna move them to a 10 frame, which will work out good because they don't have as many bees. So you could put them into just like a, let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna probably end this video and then I'll do it, just because that'll take a minute and we gotta go grab everything for it. So okay, I'm gonna check these two next, see how they're looking, and then
You can
combine.
keep going.
What are we at?
14 minutes.
That's long.
That's okay.
I always feel like people don't want to watch the long videos, and then everybody in the comments is like, we don't mind. I guess people don't care, so we'll just keep going and see how they're looking.
So what, that's 3 out of 4 so far?
Yeah, that's 3 out of 4, so that's not bad.
No.
These feeders. It's all the propolis too. If that wasn't a thing, it'd be fine. Some of these still have just like a little bit of feed in there, so we might have just given them too much all at once. I don't know. This one doesn't. This one seems full of food, yeah. don't see anything down in there. This one's not looking very promising.
Uh-oh.
This one doesn't look like it's got a queen.
You don't see eggs?
Still would be fine. Because we have others we can combine it with. Yeah, I don't see any eggs. Now, again, there were 2 that were sitting on the ground, so we don't know where those came from, but kind of already tells us that there will be 2 for sure, so. Let's just check this one. If this one had a queen, it would all work out, but it never works like that usually. This one drained their feeder, so it's just hit or miss with those, I guess.
That's a good sign, though.
They got a lot of pollen in these. It's that bright yellow stuff.
Let me see.
Sunflower should be over, but
I do have quite a bit.
if they're bringing in pollen, that's always a good sign. Oh, this is full of brood.
Hey!
What?
You're so surprised.
Why is it full of brood? That's great.
Did we pull a queen out?
Maybe we missed her.
Let me see it.
It's like perfect too. Yeah, I don't know.
Awesome.
Okay.
So we'll be baking 2 10 frames?
Yeah, that works out actually. And they'll do really good. Yeah, there she is. She's not marked or anything. There shouldn't be brood yet though. I don't know, maybe.
Not that much brood.
Well,
Maybe. If she was one of the
when did
early
we
ones,
put these in? I don't know. I
gotta
still
go-
don't think so.
I gotta go look at the notebook.
But that's still a good thing.
So that's 4 out of 6.
That's not bad.
No.
Really not bad actually. So,
And the thing is like Bob says, these queens will be amazing next year.
yeah, that is the thing about late queens. If you can get them to work next year, these queens will be great because they should have a really good pattern next year. So, they will be really good queens and it should work out. I'm really not too mad about that because now we have 10 frame here and a 10 frame there, and then these will just stay like that. And then if I were to want to like boost one, I would definitely pull from that one because they've already got so much brood. Or I could pull from obviously any of these here. But so that, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Uh-huh.
We got 4 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should have 12.
Well, actually that's a double duke right there next to
yeah.
Appley.
Maybe 13.
Yeah.
We'll check that here in a minute. Okay, I'll check that off camera, see how they're looking. I'll also check this one, make sure that she's not in there, but
Maybe the next video we can give an official count.
hopefully. So we might be only going in with 12 or 13, but that's still really good. Going from just 2 hives to maybe 13, that's really good. So hopefully this series has kind of helped. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw the lid on these just while I grab all the equipment. Oops, mixed frame or lids around. Just because I don't want any robbing, because they are just nukes. They can get robbed out really easy. So, anyways, hopefully the series has kind of helped somebody out there that you can make splits off of splits and you can double as well, close to doubling, and you can go into winter with also just nukes, 4 or 5 frame nukes, we always overwinter maybe 5 frame, and these are just 4, so they should be fine. Again, because they're sharing that heat there, they should be okay. So I think that's really it, right?
I think so. We really appreciate all the support on this series.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of people that have supported just in the comments, but also a lot of people in person that I've talked to at the last couple of conferences I've been to. I've had a lot of people say good things about it. So we're just glad it ended up working out for us, and that somebody was hopefully able to learn something from it. But again, we'll probably end it here in the next couple of weeks, and then we will do an update coming out of spring next year probably and see how they do. But we'll probably always have this yard for a while until they end up getting moved to another yard. I don't know, because this could eventually end up being just a nice out yard that we'll have to move them off. But yeah, next year these should be going into 10 frames. Well, I guess these 2. And then the one down there, they should go into 10 frames. So I think that's it. So thanks for watching today's video. Follow along for more bee adventures and be here next time on Beekeeping with Natalie.